Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I am AJ. I am your host this afternoon. I'm going to just do a quick 15-minute recap of what we did in our great room today. As you know, uh, the chat room always grades me on my work that I perform. And what I do in that work is I get up and I do a an analysis, basically a report in front of everyone, and I type it live in front of hundreds and hundreds of traders in the pre-market, and they watch me type it, and I come up, um, I come up with different ideas. I do my homework and research, and what I do is I just spend hours before the market opens. I look at the stock tickers in the morning. I look at the scans, the gap up, gap downs. I do the read the reports, the earnings, the analyst calls, and I put that all into like a script. And what I do is I lay out each trade, each idea, and I basically spell it out. This trade, based on my 16 years of day trading experience, this stock will do this, this, and this. Um, and all you have to do is watch these pinpoints, and when it hits, this is your areas of going either long or short the stock. There's some reports I'll look at it and say this is an automatic short. Some reports I'll look at it, this will gap up and gap down, or this will pop at the open. Then I give a range what will pop. Then I explain why it will come down. Everything that I provide to the room has to have an explanation because you cannot trade blindly. Day trading is all about learning the move before it happens. The more you understand the move before it happens, the better trader you become, the more conviction you have on the trade. And of course, if you hear my voice on it, it makes things really cool. So especially if I'm like, I want this. This is gonna pop here. It's exciting because, uh, case in point, I mean, we all saw Noel today, heard my voice, and just made $5,000. And his hand, I mean, he was shaking, but because he knew what I was looking for, he felt my conviction, and he watched me. Now, I want you to understand something. I want you to understand something. Noel has been in the room for a while, okay? And what made that trade work for him? Why did he make 5,000? All right? Why did he take this? Well, think about it. Imagine being in a room and you're watching former runners just run, 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 run with the same trader, AJ. All right? AJ keeps like he sees it, he spots it, buyer in, boom, stock flies. We did it at CEI yesterday. Every day we seem to be getting these gifts, these little small cap gifts that are up on stupid news. But stupid pays bills. If it's going to be stupid, we're going to play it, right? So what did we do? We went after, today we went after Vassell. And again, it came down to when I see the buyer, I will notify the room immediately. So I have traders like a Noel now that come in here and sit. I ain't buying shit until he tells me the buyer's in. When he says buyer's in, I am loading because he knows that stock's going to rip and I can make my money. And that's what he did. And I'm proud of him because he's been here 3, 4 months. Again, this room is not designed for a guy to come in here for a day or a week. Okay, this room is designed to really evolve because then you become. I can't remember the last time Noel's been read, or Alex Castro's been read, or Mark Sky's been read. All right, Palmer. I can't. Palmer is the most consistent trade I've ever seen every single day. Even Ollie. I mean, once you're in here, it starts to really, you start to evolve. If you've got your heart in it, like we have it in you, and we believe in you, and I can take any trader anytime and I'll help them to evolve. I might take some time, some are longer than others, but at the end of the day, I'm going to still help you evolve. That's where we saw Noel do today. All right. So I'm going to show you the stock. Okay. I really want you to understand it. Anyway, today's report card I received. Um, my report card today, the chat room gave me 100%. So I'm very grateful that I earned that today. My calls were pretty much on point. Everything seemed to work. I was really, and if you want to click it, see it, pre-market notes, you could see. And again, all of this was written before the market opened. All right. Now, I really want you to see the Vassell trade. All right. I'm just going to go over one or two trades for you on Vassell. Now, Vassell came out with news today. All right. Here's Vassell. Now, they received, I want you to understand this, okay? Vassell announced that they received a 2.8 million contract from the U.S. Army. So, when are you going to get paid on that? I don't know, 20 years from now? It's 2.8 million. Isn't that your job to go out and get contracts? Isn't that why you have a company? That's why you even have a company publicly owned, because you bring in contracts all the time. That's your job. So why is today all of a sudden, oh, we got 2.8 million from the Army? So isn't that you're doing your job? Why am I going to reward your company with a 300, 400% increase because of a 2.8 million? That is the most ridiculous thing. But it's so stupid, stupid in today's market. If we were in a shitty market, this probably wouldn't have moved. But we are in a just a just load and run. So how did we play it? Well, let's just say that Jenny Moore, if you're not in, let me tell you something. This man is a leader. He comes in here pre-market, hours before the market opens. He catches this stuff. And every day this week for the last 5, 7 days, that's all he's been doing. Traders have been making money. He just calls it out. Okay, I see a breakout here. Do not short, do not short, do not short. And he literally, and I mean this sincerely, he took this $2 stock and literally walked it up in pre-market all the way up to like $7. I mean, just in the time frame he had it, look at that. Talk about leadership. And so that's why you saw a lot of traders make money before the market even opened. Now, I'm still doing my notes. I'm still putting things together. Jenny's roaring the room, and I come in. Well, I can't tell a trader to buy a stock that's already up, you know, just crazy numbers, right? So I come in about right here. This is me. So I walk in the room and I'm still doing my notes and I say, all right, I want everyone to calm down. Okay. I want everyone to take that, all those that missed it in pre market, calm down. We're going to be all right. So what I'm going to do is I think the stock, because of my experience, and I'm probably the king of low floaters, the stock will fall to $5. When it does, it will bottom curl and I will find the buyer. When the buyer comes, it's gone. Why is that so important? Because I'm going to make you a shit ton of money. I can make you money on the short side because I'm telling you it's going to go to 5. But on the long side, for those that couldn't locate shorts, now I'm going to get you paid. But don't buy the stock until I find it, because there's the conviction. You hear my voice, you hear my leadership, and I'm going to roar this stock. I'm going to will this stock to profits so a Noel can make $5,000. Okay? So, ding, 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 ding. AJ said short the stock. Market open, tops off, boom. There's your short. If you took 1,000, 5,000, 3,000, look how much you made from 7 to 5. Now I said the stock would come to 5. Look what I wrote. Look what I wrote. This was done in pre-market for everyone to see. Now I would like to see a sell-off back to 5. When it does, if this pushes after the initial drop, watch the buyer. Watch for the buyer to come in. The news isn't great, but the stock will move if the buyer comes. Okay, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. This isn't the buyer. No, no, no. It looked like it, but it wasn't the buyer I was looking for. All right. I didn't get fooled by that. All right. So come down, come down, come down. Guess what? Whoop, right there. The buyer. Right here. See him buy? See it? He bought 190 and then hit another 300 here. Half a mil. Here's your buyer. Now we play it with size and we don't look back. And we ripped it in the room all the way to 7.5. And then as it was consolidating about right here, I said the stock will probably touch 8. How did I know that? I pulled up the plan. I went back 3 years. I went across and I felt, all right, this, if it hits here, this is probably 688. Then we hit here at 788 and we'll top it probably around 8, which is about right here. So that's where I wanted the topping to be. So I called 8. That's why you saw some traders say he said 8 and it hit 8. Beautiful laid out play. I did really well on the trade. I was really happy. I did come in and try to scalp it and did some ads, but it hit my stops. I thought it might break out one more time, but I did really small, so it didn't really affect me. I had to give it one more try because it was consolidating, but the seller came in. And it's doing what it should do, which is dump anyway. They'll probably do an offering. They did about 50 million shares. So that contract for 2.8 is shadowed by the fact that they can go in here and get 10 million shares tomorrow at $5 price and make $50 million on that news. Isn't it just crazy how the market works? I'm going to show you one more, BLRX. Now this one, all right, now this one to me was a sell-off and nothing more. All right, I didn't need all these charts. I just looked at the news. I want you to read the news. All right, just look at the news. This is a nice small cap trade. Right. So here's another one. So you traders that are in these rooms that are, I don't know, got these gurus trying to short stocks. Trust me, you have no idea what you're missing in here because it's not in the chart. It's in the news. The news tells you everything how to read the chart, how to play the stock. Well, this one we indicated was VLRX Vigo wearable insulin delivery device has been recently adopted on managed care formulas. Okay, and is there value there? Is it worth a lot? Did the FDA approve it? Did an insurance company cover you? No, you did a filing saying, "Hey, we adopted this new plan." So that told me there's nothing with value here. The stock should sell off down to $3.50. Nice, Liam. Very good, sir. Very good, sir. Liam said he scalped. Am I reading that right? 19,000, and he made 1 grand. Did I read that right? Or 1,900? Just 19,000. Wow. So anyway, yeah, you did 19,000 and you made 1,000. Good for you. So anyway, so to me, this was a short. So I told the chat room, right? Any pop at the open, and I actually tell the chat room where the stock's going to stop. So this way, the short sellers in our room, um, nice, Liam, nicely done. Anyway, stock gapping up 1.5 points. Be careful on any pop. I want to gap fill this back to 350 and under. And that's the trade. It was laid out. I explained in detail. I told everyone what the trade will do. I told everyone where the trade will go. All right. And that's really important when you're trading with a professional day trader. All right. So now let's play it out. Come in here. I take the stock. Right. Here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Pop at the open. Any pop at the open is a short. Anything in pre-market is a short. Now we take the stock down. And where did we want to go? 350. And it hit 346. This is trading. This is so beautiful. You want to know why I earned that 100% on the report? It's trades like this. It's opportunities. And I'll give you one more quick one before I go. Levi Strauss. I give you this one because it was a really well scripted trade. Well read, well scripted. I want you to look at something. All right. 10 days ago, they were buying the stock at this 24.50 level. at 2050 level. They felt that Levi's earnings were coming. They were going to have blowout earnings. Okay, follow me on this. So they bought up the stock. Levi came out and their earnings were not so spectacular. They were okay, but they weren't spectacular. Okay, there's a big difference. All right. So when they're not spectacular and they don't over impress, investors will sell off their stock. They don't want to hold it. They expected Levi to really show some strong growth. They didn't. So now you have to map out the trade for everyone in the room so everyone can make money. So how do you do that? You read the report, you look at the stock where it's sitting, and yet it was gapping down as you can see from the previous day. You already know that they came in at 2050 to buy the stock up. So I came in and I said, traders, our number 3 pick. Gapping up 22. If this pushes to 2250, add to your short. This will settle around 2050 and under today. If it hits 2050, you can bounce it back to 2150. I laid it out, I scripted it, and I made it very, very clear where the stock will pop and where it will come down, where it will bottom curl. Okay? So now you just put it together. Ding, 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 ding. It didn't pop to 2250 like we wanted. Scale in short, so we didn't get that extra 50 cents. We said the stock would come down to $20.50. Came down to 2065, right? Which you could have took a starter position there. You could see it held a nice wall here at 2070. Why? Because all these investors were cashing out. And I said the stock would ramp right back up to $21.50. And the stock hit 21.34. And that's where the stock will stay, right back to where it was. It was scripted. I gave every entry, every exit, every opportunity, and I gave an explanation as to why the stock would come back down. And that's what we do here. All right. So those are our top 3 plays. I mean, I can go on and on and on, obviously, but I just wanted to share how we played Vassell, VLRX, and Levi, just the top 3. If you had played these top 3 in our room, you didn't need to play the rest. Okay. Click here, and I'll see you in chat tomorrow. 25 for a day, 100 for a week, and 197 for a month. $6 a day. And I hope I earn your business. Thank you. Bye bye.